DC here. Hi, guys and gals. Well, hope you're well. It's Thursday, and very often I do video on Wednesday, but just didn't work out. There's been a lot to do. If you've followed the vlogs before, you know that we will be going off to Canada before long to, for my mother in law's funeral. So we're getting different things ready, and I wrote the eulogy yesterday. I was quite happy with myself. It came out really well. Yeah, Mr. Humility. But one of the things it was is that I really wanted to bring out my mother-in-law's qualities, minimize her bad sides. And actually, the thing is, I wanted to show her strengths. Focus on the strengths without strengthening the perception of the weaknesses. Complicated, but I did a pretty good job, I think. The other thing is that I did want to have a Christian element in it. My mother-in-law was not a practicing Christian, but I wanted to have one in it. Yeah. So anyway, it's there, and now I got to do my own bit of red wine. I have to do my own, I was going to say preparations, suitcase and the cameras and the wiring and stuff like that. So it's kind of nice. As I just sat down, I sat on this, a little car. I always find it kind of amusing. It's either Michael or Matthew that left it, on the sofa here. And it's amusing for me to have the little car in my hand because they were playing with it, but actually these are cars that we had bought for our own children. So, the grandkids are now playing with, those little cars are great for that, actually. Kids like them, and actually adults do too. And if BFD Drives is watching this, he'll know adults do too. Yeah. Oh, nevertheless, it's busy getting things ready, and going in spring is not something that I find all that fun. I've been asked by people, "Oh, it must be great to be there," and actually, when you're there in really cold winter times, let's say January, February, uh, it really is winter, and it's different. Yeah, if you're there in spring, it could be fun because we'll be going like for the sugar time, so the sugar season, so maple syrup. That's what they call over there the sugar season, the sugaring season. But the weather can be very changing, and the roads can be very slushy, and it's actually not as pleasant. At least that's my souvenir, my memories of that. The thing is that actually the last time I was in Canada was 6 years ago, when my dad passed away, and now going back from a mother-in-law. Yeah, it's. I know some people say, well, you could have gone in between. Yeah, I guess we could have. The thing is as all of you who are watching this, or most of you who are watching this, know, is that I chat with my mom pretty much. I'd say probably 5 times a week, if not 6 times a week, on Skype. We see each other, we chat, and so it's different. It really, really is different than to the old days. I remember when I was living when we were living in England at first, we would call once a month. That was all we could afford, and then I think actually we might have called. Actually, I said that, but we might have actually called every second month on our bill, and my parents would get a reverse charge call or something like once a month, something like that. It was so expensive. Yeah, And yeah, we did not have a, we're not earning much money then, but and we were writing letters. We were writing letters once a week. A letter would go off. Things are different, but they weren't worse. You know that they weren't worse. But in that respect, I do. My mom, she really likes Skype, and she's 90 now, but she's anxious because she knows. I told her, those of you who use Skype know that is it mid-May, I think, that Skype is going to stop. There will be no Skype then, so it will be either you go to Zoom, or I would probably go to Facebook Messenger, because most of the family uses that. But I will teach her how to use it when I go to Canada, because she's worried. She's worried about that she will not be able to communicate. The thing is my mom doesn't see well and doesn't hear well. So, when I say she doesn't see well, she really does not see very well at all. So if something, and the same thing for the sound. I can't remember it, but Facebook Messenger does not make as loud a sound, I guess, as Skype, at least from to my knowledge. Anyway, I'll have to check that out for her. Yeah. So that's the way it is. Yeah. So it's pretty much what's been happening actually. So this week is kind of like being a pretty. I was almost going to say an easygoing weekend, not. I mean, because we're getting ready and trying to, uh, not trying to push things too hard, but we know what we have to do. I mean, we have traveled before. Yeah, we had some comfort food at lunch. I made a fondue, but I made it from leftover cheese that we have. I mean, I've been living here long enough. I mean, I know how to get around those things. And those of you who know me know that cooking is not a big deal for me. So I like cooking, but also making things like fondue. I had some Austrian cheese that is very close to the Swiss Gruyere, and that's 50% of a fondue, and the other 50% is what we call a half hard cheese. And so I had some older raclette cheese. Raclette is a cheese that you use to that you also melt and usually serve over potatoes. But you go somewhere in my videos and you'll find it as well. But and so I used both those, and made a fondue with it, with some white wine, and yeah. So that was it. Yeah. So that was our comfort food for today. Yes. But I have no great hunger for tonight. No, I don't. Anyway, so will I be stopping? I think I will actually. Uh, I don't know. Maybe I'll make a video in Spanish. Maybe not. Oh, I'm kind of tired now. I shouldn't be, but I guess I am. I like I said, I think it's all the stuff that I've been doing with the movies for the funeral and the eulogy and all that. Nevertheless, it's slightly taxing, I guess. Yeah. But I'm still in a good mood. So that'll be it. DC signing off. Take care, everybody. And yeah, it's Thursday. We're past hump day. So have a good Thursday. The weekend's coming. Tomorrow is TGIF. Take care. Bye bye.